So for me, when I think of like what I want and like a great place to be at and work at is, you know, like three key ingredients, and that would be, you know, the people you work with. Do you like the people you work with? Do you get along with the people you work with? And number two, do you actually like what you do, the job itself? And then number three, are you happy with your benefits, your compensation, you know, perks, that sort of thing. And for me, you know, I think I've had like 20 some jobs in my lifetime. And for me, I've always had like either one of three or two of three, but I've never had three of three. And this is the first time in my life, honestly, that I've had three of three. I love the people I work with. You know, for my job, I work with everybody, and this is the nicest and smartest group of end users I've ever, you know, had the pleasure of working with. And then number two, and you know, I also love the people that, as far as my team, you know, everybody is smart, they're easy to work with, they're funny, we get along really great. You know, it's just a good sense of camaraderie. And then, you know, first, number two, the job that I do, I like what I do. My day goes by so fast. I mean, if anything, you know, it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm going, oh no, I wish it were 9 o'clock because I've got XYZ to do. So I get a great sense of satisfaction with what I do. I work, you know, half my job is technical and half my job is social. So being an extrovert, I get my social part, you know, fixed, and then I get my technical part fixed, you know, so it's a good thing. And then number three, compensation and benefits. This is the best I've ever been paid in my life. I know when I got hired on and what I had asked for, you know, they went above and beyond. Like, they gave me thousands of dollars extra than what I asked for, and I was just blown away. I actually remember crying on Rod and Pema because I was just so tickled that I couldn't believe that you know, they were going to pay me that. And you know, and then, you know, just having benefits. I'm used to having jobs where, you know, I'm a contractor and I have to buy my own benefits. So actually having my own benefits here is super awesome. And, you know, they give out, if you do a great job and you go above and beyond, you get extra gift cards. You know, they compensate you in that way. Now my job, if I work overtime, I get time and a half. And, you know, I recently got promoted, which is super awesome. I've been doing IT for 10 years and I've had an extremely hard time with the economy trying to get promoted. And it's like I'll start somewhere, I'll do a great job, the boss loves me, and then my contract's up, or they close the business, or they shrink the business. So for me to be promoted within a year is just, I still, even after a month, I like pinch myself going, really? Am I like really truly getting a promotion? And then on top of that, I couldn't believe the compensation that I got as far as, you know, the percentage. I was just blown away. Like I said, I go home every day and I'm, you know, pinching myself. I know when I got the promotion, it was funny. I laid in bed till 2 o'clock in the morning and I was smiling like this, you know, going, is this for real? So it's super awesome, and it actually, you know, I mean, I love it here. I mean, I come here and yeah, I bust it, but I feel like it's appreciated. I know my boss is extremely fair. I would say I'd rank Rod in the top 2 best bosses I've ever had, and I've had a lot of bosses. He will actually listen and try to fix things, and I feel comfortable going to him. That's not always been the case in the past. I've always felt like, oh, you know, I gotta watch what I say, but I actually feel like I can go to Rod and say, hey, I have this issue or I have this problem, and he'll listen to me and he'll try to address it. If anything, he's actually trying to fight for the better for me if there is an issue. He'll go to bat for his people, which is rare. He's not all about himself. He actually wants to truly, genuinely take care of his people, which is very refreshing. And just, you know, we had a situation where there was 2 of us here, and I was pretty much doing the majority of the workload, and you know, he got us another person, and he's getting us a 3rd person, which is, you know, awesome, because a lot of times that stuff just kind of falls on deaf ears. But you know, he pulled me aside back in January and said, you know, I want to reward the people that work really, really hard. And he said, you're, you know, one of my hardest workers. And he said, what do you want to do? Where do you see yourself in 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years? And I told him, and then, you know, a month later he's coming to me saying, well, I want to promote you. And like I said, that was just, you know, hard for me to comprehend, because after 10 years of being in the same job, trying to get ahead, I'm finally here and I'm working hard and it's paying off and it means something.